break, we were discussing some of the technical challenges that has bedeviled the exercise so far. As reported on Facebook, in the Biometric Diaries, a case in point had been in Ziopi in the Volta region, where the report was that at some point the equipment froze, the equipment that picks the fingerprints froze, the scanner froze, and then before they could cry jack, smoke was actually emitting from the machine. And at that moment, the whole process has to be stopped. What could probably cause such extreme occurrence?
What happened is that the fingerprint scanner was made up of what we call optical fingerprint. So what happened is that when you put in too much pressure on it, it gets heated up. Even when you are putting your hand, those of us who goes there, you realize that when you come in the fifth, you realize the thing begins to warm up. So because of the temperature changes, and when you keep having more pressure on it, that heat can generate into smoke coming up because it's a heat. And therefore it's important that some of these things must be kept under cold conditions so that at least we can get our scanners very well. And as some of our people when they come, they want to press their hands very, very familiar.
Some want even to slap.
That's not the key. What is important is for you to clean your hand. Make sure that your hands are very clean, so that at least you put some minimum pressure, that is required for you to put it in. But if it continues more of it like that, eventually the expansion and the contraction of the scanner will generate heat. And if it continues like incessant heat, obviously smoke like that will come up. So much of the problem lies on two aspects: the key to operators that handle the equipment, and then where we place the equipment forward for the registration.
Under the atmospheric
condition, environmental factors also comes into play. So it is important that some of us must understand that some of these machines, equipment, must be placed in a secure place. Too much pressure. The maximum number the machine is supposed to register is about 120. Some of people are going 160, but I think the maximum
some are hitting 200.
200. You see the point? But I'm afraid when you go to that, whether it can last you for that 10 days for you to be able to come and register. So it's important that if it can register up to 120, allow it to register the 120.
You shouldn't put too much
pressure on it. So if it's 120, the police say that I've got about 1,200. Eventually you could be able to capture all of them. Which has got 800, you can capture all. That is the SP that was made. Ideally, when we are working with biometric voter registration, the minimum number in each police station is supposed to be around 550.
That's the ideal
situation. And the biometric register is supposed to register to 50 per day. But this time we have seen a lot of improvement in the machine. People are registering. The first day when I registered, my survey was about 70%, which is a bit because in some places it's about 50, but in Ghana here when they started, I got 70%, and there is a remarkable improvement in the registration. But I'm afraid that when you go to 160, 200, I don't agree with that. If it's 120, let us look at the 120. Let us know how many people are coming to do the voting in that police station. Let's have a calculation within 10 days. The way they have structured the whole thing, within 10 days. Anybody within one particular station can be registered. In some stations where they realize that it's up to more than 1,200 or 1,500, they have brought two machines there. But they are anticipating that it's more than the 1,200. And therefore, the 10 days will not be able to capture it. So they have added one machine there, partly because we are getting people graduating at age 18, and partly because the place is very large, so they must get the people there. So the key to operators must be able to understand some of them. But I hope they are catching up, because the minimum time for you to register one person is between 4 to 6 minutes. The maximum is 6, but the minimum is 4 minutes. So if you get somebody who is very fast, and you can register 4 minutes for a person, you can imagine within 1 hour how many people you can register, and therefore within 11 hours, because they are supposed to spend 11 hours per day, and then they are supposed to spend 10 days. So within that, you see that we can do a lot of work. So far, apart from the first day that I've had a problem, and I think within the second and the third day, I are beginning to understand that the problems are being minimized. They are becoming gradually down. So I hope that Ghana is going to be one of the best countries for biometric voter registration.
James, what report are you taking on the ground from our agents? How are they going through the process, and what are some of the difficulties that they are facing, and how is the party dealing with those difficulties?
Yeah, I think besides the technical challenges, we hearing that some of our brothers and sisters, Muslims, women especially, are reluctant to remove the headgear and stuff like that. But we are saying that he will confirm it. That all they need is your face and your ears.
You're facing
So they
the
can
ears.
adjust the
Okay.
headgear
Okay.
or the veil.
Okay.
Right. That is a major concern.
Okay.
That we trying to go down, like I said, to go and talk to them.
Okay.
To disabuse their mind of all these things. And also this issue of people cancer, that it causes cancer and stuff like that. We are also trying to tell them that it is not true. They should go out there. And there are other challenges that are internal and we are dealing with them. But basically, I think that generally, education has not been enough adequate.
But how possible was it that all political parties, interest groups, civil society organizations, at the dawn of a very important exercise like the biometric voter registration, it seems everybody seems to have gone to bed, and the issue of education did not go down to the people?
We did not go to bed, but okay. I'm picking it from, I mean, the public.
Okay.
Right. Like I said, before the EC started the process, we had organized ourselves. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so you have been ahead of time.
But then they were expecting that it would be massive, combining both the above the line and below the line form of media. Do you understand?
I get
the
point.
TV, the radio and things,
Adverts,
the flyers and stuff
that.
like that.
Yeah.
They were not forthcoming. And I think that has been the challenge. But I think that the EC is doing something about it. We traveled around the country and we realized that posters are being pasted all over, flyers are going, and they are to some extent, it's catching up with the population, and we expect that it will continue. Your 40 days, they should be able to do something, but they should intensify it.
Okay.
Right. Okay. And let's try to emphasize the point that you are not going to catch cancer or contract cancer. It's out of the equation. Right? You must go out there, avail yourself, because you have to adjust your headgear.
Okay.
You have to adjust your veil and things like that.
Okay.
Yeah, these are the problems that we are facing. But like I said, we'll go over it.
Okay. Yeah. Dr. Gidel, when you take a look at the work our people do, especially those who belong to a certain class of citizens, some of our people, predominantly, Ghana is said to be an agrarian economy, where we have a lot of people, about 60% of the population engaged in one activity or the other that is agric-related. Our people are fishermen, our people are farmers, they do tedious jobs, and with time, whilst you drag the ropes, I come from a fishing community in Keta, so I understand how the way of life of my people. Once you keep dragging the net for a long time, you realize that the features in your palm and the features in your fingers, they get eroded with time. How easy is it going to be for such persons, including minority groups like lepers and people who are amputees? Aren't we going to disenfranchise these people if the scanners are unable to capture the features of these people?
So what happened is that it's important for us to know that Ghana is not the only country that have started biometric. A lot of countries in Africa have done it. And what happened also is that whatever you are talking about in Ghana is the same happening all over. You know, in the biometric, where we realize that there are problems are the mining areas, the fishing areas, and the farming areas. These are the areas that we think that because of the nature of their labor, and those who are working within the chemical industry also, because of the nature of the chemicals in their hands and what have you, they are likely to face a problem. But the scanner is made in such a way that if you clean your hands and your hands is thoroughly clean, no matter how, it can capture your hand. In a situation whereby it fails, then they have within the laptop they have a particular icon that they click it to show that in this particular person's hands have not been able to capture. The supervisor will come, do it again, verify the political parties involved, the agents will agree that for this person, his features have not been able to captured by the fingerprint.
I see some difficulty in that arrangement because in the case that, for instance, a place, let's take a constituency, let's say Keta constituency, where you have a group of agents agreeing that Mr. Amegashi had not been captured by the biometric because it was the scanner was unable to get those features. On the day of elections, you have another set of polling agents and observers who come to the same center in Keta, and Mr. Megashi comes back again, and then they say no, your records are not captured by the voters. What becomes of that?
No, what happens is that if they say that your fingerprint has not been captured, obviously your facial attributes have been captured within the scanner, and there's a column to indicate that this Mr. Megashi's fingerprint has not been captured, but the facial attribute will be captured.
So we are not going to have people challenging.
No. Your ID card will be given to you. All the information about you has already. Your bio data has been captured. Every details of you has been captured. The only problem is that the fingerprint has not been able to be captured, and that a column has been put. Your name is placed there, said that your fingerprint has not been captured. This also happens to what? To people who don't have all the 4 fingers.
Exactly.
People with 2, people with 3, some will come with 6.
And some don't have at all.
Some don't have at all.
Yeah.
All these people are categorized in what we call exceptions. Where they are captured in that. But at the end of the day, your facial attributes will be captured. You get your ID card, your bio data will be captured. The only thing that has not been captured is the fingerprint because of the nature of your fingerprint, or partly because you don't have it at all. So that one we put in the exception, and eventually your record will be taken. The only product you are talking maybe perhaps when they are talking here about verification, where they need your fingerprint taken to verify. That we are saying that the verification is no longer even needed, because if I have an ID card, I have an album there to show, then what's the need again to place my hand? You see the point? So everything is going to be captured at the end of the day. Those that are not being able to be captured, the kit operator will alert, the supervisor will be there, identify really indeed this person's fingerprint cannot be captured, and that let's put him in the category of exceptions. Let's now identify him, let's put his biodata in the computer, let's take his pictures, everything, so that they provide it for you. So those issues, those cases have been has been addressed.
So we can assure our cherished viewers that they should rest assured.
The only thing is that which I need to talk is about, you see, in biometric we have biometric communication. We have people like senior citizens. When they come, the way you communicate to them so that you can get them registered is very important. Like those with scarf, the way you communicate to them. Someone will come with a wedding ring, tell them the way you communicate to him. All these are some of the training that we need to embed with our kit operation, so that when people come in to do the registration, there is what we call biometric communication. How do I communicate to the person? So the person will agree quietly and then be able to register. Because some of these things you have to do this. There are so many processes, and therefore communication is very, very important. How do you relate with the people who are coming to do the registration? It's so key. Said that if you tell somebody to remove the scarf on religious grounds, there's a way you need to communicate to the person will agree, or to even shift it in the manner that we can get the facial attributes. Then ES is also there. So much of some of this has to do with the training, and therefore you can, when you have adequate training in that direction, you realize that we get people. I'm particularly interested in our senior citizens. Some of them, they are very old but highly educated. When they come to you and they want to register, you keep giving them some jargons. You realize they easily get irritated.
I have a 93-year-old grandmother who's going to get registered.
Some of them also, their finger, because of the nature, they can't even be captured. So some of them will not even understand.
The wrinkles and all that.
So we need to know how to handle them, because they're also important. They must come and vote.
Every vote counts.
Every vote counts. So we need to bring all these people on board, so that we can get all this.
James, before we went on the break, there has been some concerns about some people preventing in some communities. We've had reports that some people are being prevented from registering in community A because their names does not sound like they belong or they come from any family or any grouping within the community. And it is playing out to be a major issue where people think that these are foreigners who are being brought into the communities or into the constituencies or to the polling centers to get them registered for one interest or the other. How are the political parties liaising with the Electoral Commission together with opinion leaders in these communities to forestall these developments?
I think your last explanation explains it. Statement explains it. Of course, we are liaising with the EC to address that challenge. I think Ghana is for all of us.
Exactly so.
If I live, I'm an Ashanti. If I go to the voter region and live in the voter region for about 10 years, 5 years, I've identified,
you get married there.
Of course, my wife is from there. I've identified myself with the voter region. Right? They know me, and I wouldn't see why someone, right? But like you rightly said, the opinion leaders, right, must also help us.
But should that even be an issue at all?
It shouldn't be, but it's happening for political reasons. You understand? We are hearing stories of people passing, people here and there. And of course, you can't.
Dr. Gida will speak.
Yeah.
Will speak
You can't.
to that one.
Yeah, of course. Of course, it's happening. It's happening, but we think that we should be careful. One, if you are not a Ghanaian, you have no reason. If I'm a Ghanaian,
It's a different case.
that's it. If you are underage, you have no business going there. Right. So for me, some of these stories are as a result of some of these problems. The person is not a Ghanaian, so he has no identification. If I live in the same house with you and you are, excuse me, say Nigerian or Ivorian, the fact that I live with you doesn't mean you are Ghanaian. You can speak my language, but are you a Ghanaian? You must be sincere to yourself, and that is a problem. That's a problem. I would think that as political parties, we should sit down, discuss it, see how best we can go over it. But the solution for me should be the idea that let's consult what the EC is saying, what IPAC has agreed on.
Yeah.
If you are in doubt, don't resort to violence.
Okay.
The challenge form is there. Feel it and make a case out of it. And it will solve it. I don't see why we should worry ourselves about some of these things.
Yeah, but let me come here. What happened is that you see the Electoral Commission has come out very clear.
Okay.
When you are going to do the registration, come out with either your old voter ID card, come out with either you have your national health insurance or national identity card or passport, or even if you don't have all, get two people to identify you.
Because in the strange situation
so,
where you have a tsunami carrying all these documents away, what do you do?
You get two people to come and witness for you.
Okay.
The Electoral Commission has clearly spelled out some of these things. So there's no need for you to quarry.
Okay.
Suppose I have come to register and I don't have all these papers, and Bagashi, you are there, Asante is there for me. It's okay. Oh, do you know him? Yes. He's a Ghanaian. Yes. Anybody who think that I'm not a Ghanaian, then can now take a complaint form to fill. But I must go and register so that we meet at the complaint department and then we sort out the issue. So there's no point, one, to say that a foreigner will come and register. That person will be identified. Number two, there's no point to refuse somebody to register. So long as the person has been able to go through all this, either he has brought his national ID card or he has brought his, voter ID card or passport, and you say the person should not be registered. When the person has evidence
that
to prove he's a Ghanaian. You understand? And then or the person has evidence that two people have witnessed that he's a Ghanaian. If you think you have any complaint, there's no point for you to quarrel with the person. I have some students who are coming from the northern part of the country, and they were asking me, oh, can they register in Accra here? I told them, look, if you register in Accra, then make sure that you're going to vote in Accra. Okay. Otherwise, if you want to go and vote, bus yourself and go back to...
Can't you transfer votes under the biometric system?
As at now, it's difficult. You can't do it. Because
Is it difficult or it's impossible?
It is possible.
It's possible, but it's difficult at the moment.
Okay.
Because this is the first time we are going to it. There's the need to get the database, look at how we can work if possible. So the Electoral Commission will tell you now it's not possible to do transfer. Okay. So it's advisable to advise anybody who you can be working at one particular place, but you are not going to vote there. It's
for instance, from going by this explanation, let's say in the University of Ghana, you have Bonaboto, Vossa, Tusa, and all the groups.
These groups,
coming from different sections, different communities in Ghana. The same groups are in the other private and public universities.
Yes.
And then now all these people will have to go back home. Then they decide that okay, on this day we are putting together 3 brand new Metro Mass, one of the 3 brand new buses President Mills bought recently out of the 150. Now we are putting the 3 buses together to bus all students going to Tumu from all the 3 universities down south. And then early in the morning, the bus arrives, 3 buses with about 400 students coming to register in the community. Then hell breaks loose that people are being bused to the area. How is it? How are you, the consultant, and then the communication director? How are you able to manage the communication around this scenario?
Well, let me come in here. There's a typical example here. Last Sunday, we heard the reports from Kukurantumi in the Eastern region that students from St. Paul Technical School, most of them were not permitted to register for no apparent reason. So we asked our agent to officially complain. Yeah. So it's happening.
Okay.
It's happening. There should be a way out. And we expect the EC to come out and clear the air.
Seriously?
Yeah, to come out and clear the air. It's very, very important. Right.
Seriously.
What do you think about what Amagashi is saying? You realize that is something that is organized.
Seriously.
You know the student, you know where they are coming from, you know their problem,
So
you
why
have
do
to
you
write a bus
prevent
for
them?
them. That one is organized. But this business of putting the bus in Nima or putting the bus in the Blukuma Central and then busing people, that is not logical. But this is an organized way of taking people. You know even their identity, their vosa, their who, they are not, they are what. You know them. It's well organized. They are organized people. There's no in the cause of alarm that. But in the situation whereby you put a bus in the zone committee, you put a bus in Ablukuma, or you put a bus in somewhere, then all of a sudden the bus is heading towards the Tamale and what have you. Know that is not a logical.
Yeah, but I'm looking at a scenario where the verification process, after the entire registration, they bring all the data together and then scan for similar or data or features that are the same, and then they take out those who have done double or multiple registration. So for instance, if you are busing people from let's say from La in Accra to Navrongo to go to register, and you bring the same people back to La to come to register, aren't you risking
probably they are not aware of that. But it will not work. If you register more than one, your name will be deleted.
So why should you go through the trouble of doing something you know that will achieve?
They should wake up from their slumber.
What's happening now is that those who are going out to go and register, busing themselves, they already know that they are not entitled to come and also register and where they are coming from. Majority of them, I know that some of them have genuine cases. They are coming from the north, they are coming from Volta region, they are schooling here, the time has come, they would like to go. Because it's very clear,
it's clear.
That you cannot register double or triple or multiple registration. It's never done. As at now, the EC already started the deduplication. They started it already. They are monitoring the process, making sure that some of these where they are likely to get the multiple, how to call it, registration, they are monitoring everything. They be monitored. So I went in the deduplication, when they identify a particular police station whereby they are getting multiple registrated, an alarm will be sounded. Therefore, we'll go there and check what is happening. Why is this so and so and so? So it is not possible this time for you to bus you from Accra to the north and go and register, and then come back to Accra again. No. You lose all. Yes. So I always advise my students that, look, you better, if you know you can vote in your voter region or in the northern region, go there and register and come back. Ask permission is better. Or you register in Accra here and you vote in Accra. That is also accepted. So Basi, some of them, if it's well organized, it's acceptable because
you don't have any hoodlums being organized by any interest group or political party to cross them elsewhere to accuse them that they are coming from one party or the other. So we should allow people free movement to move around if they are genuine cases. Okay. Back to James Asante. From your observation so far, is it looking good for all of us as a nation to go down the path of the biometric registration exercise?
Well, it's looking good. We are at, if I should put it this way, infant stage. Just 3 days. Is that not it?
3 days.
And like I stated initially, I think that these problems are bound.
We have our first caller. Hello.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening, my brother, and welcome to the show.
This is Admuda. Thank you very much, and then congratulations to you and your panelists. I think what you are doing is a good exercise, but I want to ask, what is your view about those people, the foreigners that attempted registering and those that have registered and they have been arrested by the police? We want to know the NDC's position on those people.
All right. Thank you very much. Your point has been well made.
People are behind them.
Thank you. Your point has been well made. James.
Well, if you can, has he got any evidence that send these people who are doing it?
No, even the fact that somebody's a foreigner. I mean, if you can prove that somebody's a foreigner, I think it's a genuine case that you can even lodge a complaint.
We will lodge complaints. But the point is, the onus is on the EC.
We have another caller. Abdul Rahim. Hello.
As any information comes to you.
Hello, Abdul. Abdul, you're live.
Afrani.
Okay, Afrani. Okay, sorry.
Yeah, good evening.
Good evening.
Yeah. NDC have now accepted that biometric is the best way to go.
The NDC has never challenged the biometric exercise as the best.
The General Secretary.
We have never done that. I want to put it on record.
Say that you don't support the implementation of the decision.
Okay, you ask your question.
Because you know that that's what he said, that if you agree for the EC to implement this, you are going to lose. Now listen to the report that are coming from the district.
Okay, all right.
KJB district.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, James, we want to. Okay.
I don't know where it's coming from. It's facts. He's getting everything wrong.
Okay.
We support it.
Okay.
We support it.
Okay, all right.
Our position is that we think that Ghanaians must be educated enough.
Okay.
Our security agencies must be
we have a caller from Mabel.
Like
Hello, Mabel.
Hello, Abel.
Abel, sorry. Hello, yes. Abel.
Okay, I want to find out from Mr. Gedo whether how can we know whether the system has captured our fingerprint since we are not allowed to watch the screen.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Yeah.
Dr. Gidel, if you respond to that.
Yeah, thank you very much. What's going to happen is that the printout that comes out, because the laptop is going to process all the information given to it. The fingerprint is one of the input devices that gives the information to the laptop.
Okay.
So then when the printout comes out, the printout, as soon as your name appears on the printout, it does indicate that everything or every aspect of your fingerprint has been captured, including your bio data and the biometric data.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
We have Issa from Wa. Hello, Issa.
Yeah, good evening, my good brother.
Yeah, good evening, Issa.
Yeah, I just want to thank you for the wonderful work that you are doing there.
Okay.
You know, NDC has always been the pace setter.
Okay.
And we are happy with what you people are doing. You should keep on doing the good work.
Okay.
You see, the NPP they are sad because they knew very well that the election is a done deal. Okay. NDC has already won the elections.
Okay.
And they are now moving from one radio or TV station to the other, making all manner of allegations against the NDC. But that is not going to work.
Okay, all right.
People should keep on doing the wonderful work that you are
Thank you very much.
God is surely going to reward President Mills.
Okay, thank you. We have Kamal from Broga. Hello, Kamal.
Hello?
Yeah, Kamal, you're live on Majority Caucus.
Yeah, this is Kamal, from Bolga Atlantic Beach.
Okay.
You see, my question has to do with the second by the last caller. You know, the guy was stating emphatically that you probably said A or B. You see, sometimes if somebody is calling to make a complaint or to lay something to regard to whatever you are discussing, you should give the person a chance to.
Yeah, I think it has been responded. It has been responded. Hello, Kamal.
Mr. Gedel on that same network.
Kamal.
That, that we don't have the resources to
Kamal. Hello, Kamal. Kamal, can you hear me? I'm not sure Kamal is interested in listening to us. Yeah. Hey, James, you were making a point.
Yeah, I'm saying that we support it.
Okay.
We've made our position clear.
Okay.
We believe that people were talking about verification all over.
Okay.
And the EC came out to say that there will be what? Verification.
Okay.
We thought that much resources should go into training.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Okay. We have Mahama. Yeah. Hello, Mahama.
Yeah, hello, Felix.
Yeah.
This is your deputy regional for Canada from the northern region.
Oh, okay. You're warmly welcome to the show.
It's well. I want to say that you have done a very good job.
Okay, thank you.
We are the presidents of democracy, and I'm telling you, look, NTV has already started shivering because the criteria they are using in monitoring the legislative exercise is that they take their members, and out of many stations that we have questioned, the number of people that they are taking as their members has made them to know that they don't have faith for 2012.
Okay, all right,
we are on course, and we are doing it. And I want to say that you are doing a very good job.
Okay.
We in the northern region are very well.
Okay, my regards to Abio, Aminu, the regional youth organizer, and keep doing the good work. Okay. Yeah, we have another caller. Hello.
Hello. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening, my brother. You're live on Majority Caucus.
This is Rahman from Damango, northern region.
Yeah, Rahman. Yeah.
Yeah, the first party agents you send to each polling station, are we going for war?
The what?
At least send first. If other parties also send first, there's going to be chaos.
Yeah, I'm not sure that the party agents went there with clubs, with guns, with machetes or anything.
You send them, they argue, they do a lot of things. And the way your people rush to polling station by polling station, we are saying that it's better to propagate your achievements.
Okay, all right.
No wonder you have no achievements to.
Yeah, but you are in Namungo. When you walk out.
With your propaganda.
Okay, thank you very much. But I want to say that in Damongo, when you walk out the street, you realize that even the Eastern Corridor Road has started in Damongo to Nkwanta. So achievement of the better Ghana is just by your doorstep. We have another caller. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah. Hello.
Good evening.
Yeah. Good evening, my brother. You're live on Majority Focus.
Constantine calling from Kisampo.
Yeah, Constantine. You're welcome.
Yeah. I'm a student nurse trainee.
Okay.
I really congratulate you for the good work done for this great country and then the NDC.
Okay.
We wish the Professor Mills and the NDC a very good success come 2008.
Okay.
Come 2012.
Okay.
We just want to also express some kind of concern and happiness to the Professor Mills-led administration.
Okay.
Now our allowances has increased from 450 to 290 Ghana cedis.
Oh, okay.
We just appreciate it very much.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much for that. We have another caller, Adama from Wa. Hello, Adama. Yeah, hello, Adama.
Hello.
Yes, you're live on Majority Caucus.
This is Adam Amodu calling from Wa.
Okay, sure.
Thank you for the wonderful work that you are doing. But my problem is simple.
Okay.
Why is that the NDC is bent on, persuading foreigners to register?
Okay, thank you
very much. Are you people desperate?
Okay, thank you very much for the question. Yeah, James, he asked a direct question. Is the NDC bent on encouraging foreigners to register anywhere in Ghana?
Probably MPP did it when they were in power. So they are scared. They think that the NDC will do that.
Okay.
We are not doing it.
Okay.
We don't expect foreigners to vote for us.
In any case, they are the police centers to challenge anybody that is suspected to be a foreigner.
There's just a propaganda that they want to. They're just trying to throw dust into the eyes of the public.
Okay.
We want to state emphatically that we are not encouraging foreigners to register. We are not encouraging minors underage to do it. So they should calm down.
Okay.
What we expected them to do was to train their people. Let them know the do's and don'ts of the process. That's all. Okay. I think they've not been equipped enough adequately to determine who is a minor, who is a foreigner and stuff like that. Okay. So they have their own problem, their own cup of tea. We will cooperate with the EC to ensure that we do the right thing. And that's exactly what we are doing. Okay. If they have any complaints, it is there. Let them complain. Go to the appropriate quarters to do that. Okay. That's simple as that.
Yeah, Dr. Campbell, what's your final words?
Yeah, what happened is that like somebody was complaining that NDC is not in favor of biometric. I think NDC is quite seriously about biometric. Look at the money the government has been able to devote to EC for the first time in the history of the EC. You realize that the commitment by the government to have free and fair election can never be underestimated. Okay. And secondly, much has been said about verification. Indeed, I still will never support verification because that's never happened in the continent of Africa and what have you. And in terms of the registration, let's go there. There are so many processes which the EC has put in place. It's very difficult for a foreigner to come and register, unless otherwise you have no method of detecting, because the person must come with his ID card and whatever. Even if he doesn't, he must be verified by 2 people. If you think there's a problem, take the complaint form and go there. It's a process. It's a process. Yeah, nobody. I don't think it's in the position of the NDC to bring foreigners to come and vote.
Not at all.
Neither the minor or the underage, because I was part of those who were doing the training. Okay. Those are the things we keep emphasizing. Okay. Even double registration, I keep warning. Look, never attempt to vote.
Anybody.
Yes, never attempt.
Because you lose a vote.
Yes, and your name is going to be placed in the most wanted list, by the way. Okay. During the double deduplication, or identify your name will place in the as the most wanted person and what have you, and then maybe publish the daily graphic. Do you like that to happen?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
So if you think you like NDC, go
and do the right thing.
Yeah. That's what we keep encouraging our people. So I don't think it's in the interest of the party to do that.
Okay,
so
James,
let's all assist the EC.
What words of encouragement do you have, or what do you have to tell our people who are watching this program?
Well, I just want to tell our people that it is time for us to go out there and register. Okay. To enable us retain power. Victory is ours, but it becomes reality or real
when you go out there.
So I'm encouraging them to do that, and then they should also send a message along, drum it, right? That it is your duty to do it. Yeah. Don't be violent. Go in a peaceful way. Encourage people, and that's all. Okay. They should expect some of these problems. Whatever they are hearing is a beginning. It's a new thing, and some of these problems are bound to happen. Okay. They should not in a way be discouraged. They should go out there and vote. We need their vote. Okay. right, we need their vote. They should go out there and vote.
Okay.
Register.
Right. Okay. Thank you very much.
Register.
They should register. Yeah, they should register, and then they should go out there and register.
Go out there,
register, and you can vote.
Yeah,
exactly.
that's
exactly.
that's
And then let me also use this opportunity to congratulate Mrs. Jifa Ativo, the Deputy Minister of Transport, for the marvelous work she's doing at the ministry. As we speak now, we have about 32 new airlines that have registered at the Koteka International Airport. Yes, unprecedented, and they are using the airport as of now. Again, we have extra 3 new boarding gates that have been constructed and completed at Koteka International Airport. We have a brand new fire station on the tarmac, which has been stationed with one of the brand new fire tenders that His Excellency President Mills also procured for the people of Ghana to ensure security. We've had a 100% increase in domestic flights.
Wow.
Yes, 100% increase in domestic flights.
You go to really go to
sites. And interestingly, now, even airfares from Accra to Tamale is less than 100 Ghana cedis.
Airfare?
Yeah, airfare. So instead of...
Fantastic.
Yeah, so instead of you fueling your vehicle from Accra to Tamale, you can just take 1 hour, 10 minutes to fly from Accra to Tamale.
Less than 100 Ghana.
Exactly so. And these are all achievements under the better Ghana
agenda. We have
agenda.
Got some 200 million donors.